Hey there. So on today's video, I'm going to answer the question, will rising interest rates cause home prices to drop? So I've been getting this question a lot from homeowners. With the rise in interest rates going way up in the last couple of months, a lot of people are curious what's going to happen with prices. Well, the answer isn't cut and dry, and the fact that rates are predicted to continue to go up this year, I want to touch on, well, not only is the buyer's affordability going to be significantly impacted, but I want to touch on 4 factors that I think are going to answer the question, will prices come down eventually? So let's jump into it. All right, so point number 1 is absolutely, mortgages are going to get more expensive for some buyers, for buyers that are obtaining financing. And yes, that will shallow the buyer pool significantly. And the way that I think that you should keep the perspective is that instead of a 12-foot pool, it's going to be an 8-foot pool. So I think that the buyers are still out there, and I think the buyers are still going to go after those homes that are priced appropriately. Point number 2 is rental rates. Rental rates are definitely on the rise. In the last several years, we've seen rental prices skyrocket along with appreciation. So as buyers are now getting priced out of the market, they're not going to want to move to some outlying area. They're going to want to stay in a geographic location for whatever reason, schools, jobs, babysitters, etc. And I think that that's going to have a significant impact on the rental market. I'm already observing it for other clients that are opting to rent. So the rental market is very, very strong right now. All right, so point number 3, which is one of the most significant points in our whole market, is the fact that supply is super low. We're still experiencing a low supply of inventory, total homes for sale, which I think is going to be the most compelling reason why I think that, yes, interest rates are going up, but due to the limited supply, prices are going to stay strong through at least this year. Point number 4, and this is more of a conclusion of the previous 3 points, is that the market is not going to crash. We have limited supply. We have high mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are, they're not good. They're not as good as they were compared to last year. But due to buyers, the pool analogy, going back to the pool analogy that I first brought up, there are a ton of buyers in all price points for the most part. Anything in the San Gabriel Valley beyond 2 million, we're going to see a slowdown because quite frankly, the buyer pool is very limited in that price point. But coming back to the pool analogy, there are still tons of buyers that want to buy a home for their family. They need to downsize for whatever reason. They're just wanting to buy. So I don't think that the market's going to crash at all. We have dynamics that are at play that they just don't care about the higher interest rates because they just want a home. So I'm very confident that at least this year, prices are going to remain strong. What's going to happen past this year, that's impossible to say. But I think there's a overwhelming demand out there still present in the marketplace. The bad lending guidelines that we experienced in 2007, 2008, that was a terrible market, but that was also as a result of bad lending practices, and we just quite frankly don't have those same practices happening in this market. So I really appreciate you watching today's video. If there are any questions that I can do or that I can answer for you, please reach out. All my contact information is below, and I'd be happy to talk about your situation. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.